Hey guys, it's been a while since we've been making guides for champions on our channel, but today we are making a top 5 Camille tips for playing her and winning ranked. Now these tips are going to be good for the people that are between bronze and platinum, because those people usually don't know what to do with the champion, because this champion takes some brain to play. Now this video is not going to help you learning the mechanics of the champion. If you want to learn the mechanics of the champion, you're just going to find another video that will help you out, because there's so many guides nowadays that will help you out with becoming better with the champion itself. But for this video, we're going to be focusing based on what you have to do in order to win ranked games. Now starting off with the first tip, which is really basic, is that take the right starter item. You have 4 choices. You can start with Corrupting Potion, you can start with Doran Shield, Doran Blade, or Longsword with 3 potions. So if you are playing against a champion that has like a lot of poke, for example that would be Cannon, you could start off with Doran Shield, which will basically help you out a lot. If they start poking you, you can sustain yourself back. Or you can start with Corrupting Potion, because that will give you 3 potions. Now, if the enemy team doesn't have a champion that has like a lot of poke, but it only has a lot of burst, you can just start off with the Doran Blade, because the other 2 items are not going to help you with that. So if the enemy team doesn't have much poke or much burst either, you can just start off with the Longsword with 3 potions, and you can get the Tiamat as soon as possible. Now that we got the first tip out of the way, let's go over to the second tip, and that's to roam a lot. Now, if you have a really bad laning phase, for example, that would be Camille against Darius, you're probably never going to kill him in the laning phase, or you cannot probably even farm at all if the Darius play is really good. So what you want to be doing, instead of farming, you want to try to roam mid or bot lane, try to get a guaranteed kill with your E and your ultimate, which you can lock down people with. And if you can succeed with that, if you can actually get people down with it, you can maybe even force dragons and maybe even force towers, instead of dying on top lane and not being able to do anything. So it's just better to roam and try to be effective elsewhere on the map. Now another good tip I can give you guys is to stand really close to walls. Now this is doing 2 things. Not only is it really good so you can hit your E almost the entire time, because the enemy team won't be able to predict when you're going to jump, but what you can also do with your E is not to cast it at all. Just do completely nothing. Stand right next to the wall, right next to your farm, and zone off your enemy with it. Because the enemy is going to get scared if you're standing there, because obviously you're going to hit your E for sure and be able to do a good trade with your passive and your damage. So that's a way you can make a champion fall behind in the laning phase and zone him and deny him CS. Another tip I'm going to give you guys is to adapt to what the team needs. Camille can be built in 2 different ways. First way is a split push build, making her very strong and effective in 1v1s. You're going to be split pushing most likely for the entire game, and you're going to force 1v2 scenarios on the side lanes. Now, if your team needs to have a tanky person to win the team fights, and you think that you have a really great team comp, you want to be building Camille in a really tanky way. After getting Triforce and Tiamat, you want to go for Titanic Hydra, and then afterwards you want to keep building tank. What you want to be doing is you want to be pushing the side lanes and then regrouping to engage for your team and taking down most of the damage, and so that your team can clean it up. But once again, don't forget guys, if the enemy team has a greater team comp than you have, you once again want to be building split pushing so that you can force 1v2 scenarios on the bot lane, and so that your team can clean it up 4v3. Now the last tip I'm going to give you is to understand your role in the team fights. Now what if you have a split pushing build and you've been split pushing the entire game, but suddenly out of the blue a team fight pops up and you have to do something, right? So what you want to be doing as a split push champion, you want to be waiting for your team to do something in a team fight, taking like a little bit of damage, waiting for the enemy team to pull out their CC, and then you want to be diving into the backline and you want to be killing the ADC or APC depending on what items they have and how squishy they are and if it's possible or not. But that's your main focus. If you have the tanky Camille build, there is 2 options that you can do. First of all, the one I said before is you can engage in the team fight and take a lot of damage so that your team can clean it up. Or your second choice is to defend your APC or ADC, whoever is the most fed, and take down whatever gets close to them so it can make them survive. If your ADC or APC survives the whole team fight, they can probably even put out more damage than you can, so you want to be abusing that and take down whatever gets close to them. So guys, thanks you so much for watching the video, man. I appreciate it. If you guys didn't like it, then please make sure you dislike it. If you did like it though, make sure you like it. And also, if you're not subscribed yet, then please make sure you subscribe. So thanks a lot once again, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.